No soil, no weeding, no tilling, no composting. I got a lot to show you today, so get ready. We're going to be talking about tomatoes and peppers in the garden towers. We'll also be talking about the downspout end caps. There's been a lot of people asking about that. An easy crop to grow, especially for beginners. Got a new crop going in the hydroponic ladder system. Plus, we built some more towers. Got about 6 of them now. We'll also talk about hydroponic nutrients and some other stuff we're experimenting with. So if you're the faint of heart, you're going to want to strap in because we're going to go on a roller coaster of emotions as we dive into the world of off-grid hydroponics. Now, with traditional gardening, you're pretty much stuck in the ground. But these downspouts are versatile. You can hang them on a wall with a couple of brackets. Just look at all that kale. Young, tender. Believe it or not, I've only refilled this once. The cool thing about it is, it's up above my head. So it used to take up table space over here. But now I got room to work. And with these downspouts, I can put them other places that your traditional garden can't go. You might notice some going up the wall in the back on a ladder system, and some on the front of the shade house. This is our nursery section where we've got young seedlings just getting started out. And from there they go into larger containers like our garden tower. I really love these, they're versatile and they serve me well. I used to make these end caps, but I stopped. A lot of people asked about it, but not to fear. A nonprofit, World Grace Project, makes these end caps. Now, I've had these on these downspouts for over a year and haven't taken them off and cleaned them once. They're still working just fine, just on there with a little silicone. They're easy to put on, and all the proceeds go to a worthwhile cause. So if you want any, check out worldgraceproject.org. I'm not sure how many she has by the time you watch this, but I know they'll go fast. It's a good cause. I don't get anything out of it, but I do get the pleasure of the company of this little guy. I know he's here to eat my plants, but he's still cute. Now, the first time I showed you all these garden towers, lots of people asked if you could put more holes in, but really look at this. If you have any more spots to plant in, it would just be overcrowded. Plus, the more holes you drill, the more you decrease the strength of the bucket. But if you want to put more holes in, knock yourself out. And someone asked me a question the other day and it got me thinking. They asked if they could do something and I just said no. I've tried it several times and they just said okay. And then I realized that a lot of our learning comes from trial and error. It's not just having the right answers. So instead of just growing plants and showing you guys an end product, I want to take you on a journey. Because it got me thinking about my experience over the past 10 years. The failures that I had, they were all learning experiences. Just like Thomas Edison, they said he failed 1,000 times before he got the light bulb to work. And he said, no, I just figured out 1,000 ways not to do it. So sometimes we gain a lot more knowledge through the journey than actually getting to the destination. So Keely and I are going to be planning a lot of stuff out here, and we're going to be filming for y'all. Everything might not work. There's a lot of questions and a lot of requests. People want to see different things. I'm used to just growing a bunch of greens over and over and over. Our continuous harvest system. Once you get used to that and just having greens on hand all the time, you feel like you can't do without. So it's just like a habit, just going out there and just keeping it going. But if people want to see other things, we'll go ahead and plan out some tomatoes and peppers, and we'll take you on the journey with us. You can watch, see it grow. Hopefully we'll have a good harvest and y'all can see that. And if we don't, maybe we'll learn some lessons on the way. So we're going to put these buckets back together, set up our towers, put the tomatoes and peppers in there. And out front, got to have my greens, so we're going to move the kale out there, going all the way up the ladder system, milk jugs, and setting up new towers. And somebody said the towers look trashy, just being buckets and all, but my neighbors think they're patriotic. It's our new victory garden. This one's right in my front drive. Now, if y'all are beginners out there, An easy plant to start with is mint. If it gets in your yard and gets going, it grows like a weed. Have a hard time containing it, so it does the same in hydroponics. But it's a fun experiment, and it's cool having unlimited mint for mojitos and such. And along with everyone asking about different plants, they're asking about different nutrients, and I just use Master Blend, but we're gonna try something else. This Maxi Grow for one. General Hydroponics, I think a lot of people can get this either through hydroponic suppliers or Amazon. I think it's also available up in Canada. So the whole nursery station is set up with General Hydroponics. And we're going to try a couple of other ones, see if they work or not. And the front of the shade house is going to have these other nutrients, so we'll see how they go. Root vegetables, we'll talk about this next week. Got some beets going. This one's been here for almost a year. I know you guys want to see inside of it. And we're getting set up for the heat. Everyone's talking about how hot it is, and it's hard to have the hydroponics outdoors. We're working on it, and Florida's finally getting up. It's going to be close to 90 next week, so we'll be able to start dealing with the heat. So stick around. We'll cover those next week. Everybody, relax, have a good time, have fun gardening. Don't stress out. That's why I love the system. It's easy, it's fun, and it's addicting. All right, you guys get out there, live to inspire, keep on growing, be the change. We'll catch you next time.